Welcome everyone, Mike here, coming to you guys today from a very abandoned Willow Bend Mall. So they just recently announced that this mall is going away. It's gonna be redesigned and redeveloped to mixed use and an outdoor mall. Kind of ironic considering this is the last enclosed mall built in Texas 25 years ago in 2001. So today's video, we're gonna walk through, see what's left, talk about some of my memories at this mall, and hopefully find a place to eat. I think there's still a few restaurants open in the district. So let's go ahead and start this vlog. Start things off, these escalators are down. I doubt they'll probably ever open again. Why do so if you're gonna tear this place down? But speaking of the district, there's still advertisements for it here. We got Knife, which I'm a big fan of. Whistle Britches as well. Never been to the Mexican Bar Company. I don't know if I want to do that today. I hate to try something and not know if they're going to be a part of the redevelopment plans or relocate or sadly just go away. I really don't get to the transition of outdoor malls in Texas. I mean, summer times are brutal, 100, 105. Winter times, they get down to 7 degrees here. It seems like it's gotten below 10 degrees for the past 3 winters in a row. So I don't get the attraction with the developers wanting to do that, but it's not my business. I don't know if it's more profitable or not for them. Has to be, since so many keep popping up. Rebel Athletic looks like it's going really well. Nice setup in there, across the way. This doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in, but always enough people to keep the displays up as nice as they are. Here we have the Medical City Plano children's area. No kids at all there. But I used to bring my daughter here when she was young. That was back in 2012, 2013. She would come down here and play. We have Brooks Brothers. Pretty nice store. This mall opened in 2001. A lot of high-end stores here. The first Apple store as well in Dallas, Fort Worth. I think they may have some of the reason why it really didn't take off is that it didn't appeal to a lot of the people. And the people who were wanted the high-end shopping usually went to the Galleria in North Park back then, but this is still a beautiful store. Not sure how much longer it's gonna last, but it's thriving. Probably the most people I've seen out of any stores so far. Just around the corner, we have Neiman Marcus, a Dallas-based department store. This was the place to be when I first moved to Tarrant County, or not Tarrant County, but Collin County in 2002. Not only for shopping for clothes, there was a restaurant on the 3rd floor. They are not closing until 2007, I read, which is odd because I heard the demolition starts at the end of 2006. But what I've seen online, it seems like it's going to be a mixed-use property. So some of this may survive, some may not. No real formal plans have been shown. I will say the maintenance here probably isn't being upkept as much as it should be because there is a strong sewer smell throughout this mall so far. Makes me even decide if I want to get something to eat later or not, but hopefully the restaurant doesn't have the same smell as the rest of the mall does. But I'm filming this on a Sunday. A little bit more activity than I was expecting, to be honest with you. An Enchanted Fairies here. I think this is the photo studio where your kids can get their picture made like a fairy or a hero, whatever they like. That's kind of cool, very Disney-esque. If I had to guess, this was probably a Hollister at one point in time, or if my memory serves, this is a Hollister. But honestly, this was never my favorite mall. When I first moved to Collin County, I lived right between Willow Bend and Stonebriar Mall in Frisco. And I would go to Stonebriar if I was shopping. But with that said, I spend a lot of time here. I worked in Plano, and this was a good place for me to come on my lunch breaks. It was quick and easy to get to, at a full food court. The food court, the last time I was there, we'll find out here shortly, is gone. When they tried to revive this place, they tried to revive it with the district and brought in some excellent chefs. I think it's John Tazar, I believe is his name. Dude is phenomenal. I love his restaurant Knife here. Been there a few times. And of course we got Whistle Britches, we saw earlier, and the Mexican Bar Company. You know, if Knife is open, that's probably where I'm gonna eat because they have some amazing burgers there. There's a lot of these murals all around. Hopefully to get people to take photos, post on the social media and Instagram especially, and try to get some kind of buzz for the shops at Willow Bend, which apparently now is gonna be called The Bend. This corridor, nothing on this side, but if you scroll over to the left, you got a few shops here. Not there obviously, but Fashion Forever seems to be pretty popular right now as well. Up ahead we have Masterpiece Gallery. Looks like they're having a lot of sales. The mall closing. There's a piece that caught my attention. Let's go inside. And the artist is throwing a sale right now, 70% off because of the mall closing. But he did this at the Majestic in downtown Dallas. And I think it's one of the coolest pieces I've seen of Dallas artwork. Only $500 for this massive piece. And man, it's beautiful. If I had a spot for it, this is crazy. Another one here at the Dallas skyline. Got some horse racing. Now, not every piece of art in here is his, but there are a few. He said most of this section over here is his. Some contact information if you want some more info or see a print that you like. Contact them here.
Where's my phone number?
Got a phone number? Excellent. Yeah, push pause, get that information. If you see any art pieces you like, give him a call. This is great. I like the way you incorporated the Texas flag here,
Yes.
the skyline.
One of a kind.
It's good stuff. So that was a pretty cool shop. I really like that Majestic painting. The dude hasn't found a new place to go to. I think it's be a problem for a lot of these shops. He said that because the mall is so abandoned, pricing was very reasonable here, but a lot of these shop owners haven't been able to find a place with a rent that is affordable so they can keep their prices down. I hope they all land on their feet, especially the mom and pops. The most recent closure is the Dillards. After COVID, you would come here, and you never knew if it was gonna be open or not. I came here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was closed, but then later that day, 6 o'clock, it was open. Made zero sense to me how you can staff for something like that. But the reason why I spent a lot of time at that Dillard's is because here we have the North Texas Performing Arts. And my daughter has done numerous camps here. She's done Annie Junior here. This is an amazing facility that's going away. I don't think personally they were done right. They put so much money, time, and investment into an amazing theater here, and now they have to tear it all down and find a new place to go. And I'm still on the email list, even though my daughter goes to the Frisco location now. Not Frisco, but Fairview location. They still don't have a place for Plano. And this facility is top notch. I loved when my daughter went here. you can see, they're always doing something for the kids to. Sorry, little memories. I got choked up a bit. Right after my daughter was done with chemo and radiation, she did a camp there. I think they did Harry Potter. It was emotional. One of the first things she did to be back to be a kid again. And yeah, sad but fun memories at the same time. So we are downstairs. We're gonna see what's left here. This dress shop is fairly new. I say fairly, within the last couple of years, because they did a traveling friends exhibit where they had Central Perk set up, the apartment, and all that was right here, I believe. But now a nice dress shop. I'm assuming nice, it looks nice. I don't know much about dresses. We do have the cutlery collection over here for knives. Seems like to be a little bit more activity down here. Kind of surprising. You would think with NTPA upstairs, you want to keep stuff around there to catch the kids' attention. And of course the parents, as their kids are in rehearsals, they can walk over and see something, which is what we did quite often. Of course, I had Dillard's back then, but as you saw earlier, Dillard's is gone. I'm assuming this was probably an Abercrombie at some point. Those were never quite my stores, so not positive. Pipe and palette, some painting classes, a lot of art studios I'm noticing so far. I actually just realized this store is gone. This used to be a liquor store, and you would think, why would they have a liquor store in the mall? But it was a nice one. A lot of great local whiskeys, bar supplies. It was a cool spot. So here's some conception art of the Bend. We got apartments here. This looks to be maybe part of the district. I mean, it'll be nice if we get a Stars Arena on top of that. That would be incredible. In my last video, I said that would be nice to have nearby, but the Stars lease at American Airlines Center goes through 2031. And who knows where I'll be in 5 years. By that time, my daughter will have graduated, and we may move to wherever she moves to. Who knows? And if you want a life-size Spider-Man, the collector's edition is the place to be. And down here is where all the Christmas displays used to be. Big display here with Santa Claus. They would do plays. Very similar to what they used to do at North Park, what they still do at North Park. They try to bring that magic up here. And it just didn't work, unfortunately. But behind that is the old food court. And it's been about 2 years since I've been to the food court down here. And there was nothing then, so I'm sure there's nothing now. But the sign says, "Welcome to the cafes." And when I worked in Plano, I had a lot of lunches down here. Like I said, it was very convenient to my office. Plenty of options, so me and coworkers could get what we wanted and still hang out and talk. This used to be the old Lids for hats. And across from Lids was a pizza joint that eventually became Sbarro, which I think every mall has those. So I have the pizza ovens there, and those things are not cheap. But wild to see this completely empty. And again, going on memory, most of this was between 2002 and 2010. But we had like a little Asian restaurant here. No clue what this was. I may not know much of these. I think this was a witch at some point in time. But it's so weird to see it all completely empty. This is a little stir fry and sushi here. And this here used to be a Guy Harvey restaurant. Seafood, clothing. It was a pretty cool spot when it first opened up. Had the aquatic theme. And then right across, there was a surf shop in North Texas. And it had a wave machine, like a surf rider machine, so you could do kneeboarding. It was cool. You go in there and watch people kneeboard and bust their ass. It was hilarious. But this was a beautiful food court at one point in time. This reminds me of the atrium at Jurassic Park, the very first Jurassic Park movie, where the big Tyrannosaurus was. At the very end, the Tyrannosaurus Rex crashes into it. I know that makes no sense on a Willow Bend Mall, but it's the way my brain works. Again, back on this side, I believe we had a Sonic. And of course, like every mall has a Sbarro, it had a Chick-fil-A. I think there was a cheesesteak place too, like a Charlie's cheesesteak. But yeah, this water fountain, no more. I think that would make a good thumbnail. What do you guys think? Yep, gonna be my thumbnail. This kiosk here looks to be a money exchange place, but I remember buying concert tickets here. There used to be a Ticketmaster in there. Yeah, this still looks like it's working, but not open today. Here we have the Crayola experience. This is permanently closed down, but it was popular for a while. I know my daughter did a birthday party here with some friends. Sign says closed until further notice, but since then, we've gotten notice it's not opening back up. Bigger sign. But right across that is a greeting sign. And you guys know, even though I stopped opening my videos with greetings from, I still love these. I don't think I've ever seen one for Plano before. So that's it. Not much left here at all. I think it's just a matter of time before the rest of the businesses go away. But I want to check out the food options. So let's head back to the district and see if we can get into Whistle Britches or a Knife. So the Knife Burger is no longer, but the restaurant's still here. I love this place. We come for Christmas sometimes. It's really good steaks. The truffle pasta is incredible. But as good as the steaks are, like I said, the burgers for lunch is the perfect thing to get when you're here by yourself, not celebrating anything like Christmas or your birthday, because it gets pretty pricey. But the burgers here, very reasonable, very delicious. But talking to the bartender here, they said in May they're gonna have a big announcement of what's gonna take place here at Willow Bend. He thinks it's gonna be the Stars. I really hope so. But saying that, you know what I would really love to see the Stars play? Is the old Rangers ballpark. To have the Stars, the Rangers, and the Cowboys. I'm not a basketball fan, but to have those three right next to one another would be incredible. I love the fact that the Rangers have a new indoor stadium, but that ballpark is beautiful. Probably too cost prohibitive, but if they could put a roof on the old ballpark and set it up for hockey, I'd be a happy dude, man. That'd be so awesome. All right, my burger is here. Check this out. That's some quality beef, homemade American cheese, and truffle Parmesan fries. I cannot wait to dig in. Y'all check this burger out. It looks amazing. That beef on there is be some of the best quality beef you can find at a I mean, we're at a steakhouse, so this will be good. I'm excited. I mean, this is the perfect burger. I'd asked for a medium rare, nice soft bun, the American cheese. American cheese, you can hate on it all you want on a burger, where it belongs. This is so good. What's really amazing is that burger crust has the sear of a smashed patty, but the juiciness is the miracle work what they do here. That is one tasty burger. Let's try these fries. Garlic, Parmesan fries. It's a solid fry. I don't want to call it my favorite, but pretty good flavor. I think it's more of a texture thing. Maybe a little bit of old grease. I think that's what's throwing it off. The grease isn't the freshest, unfortunately. But let's be honest, I came here for this burger. I'm paying for this burger. I'm happy. So I recently just put out a video for the 5 must-try pizza joints in Dallas-Fort Worth. If I do one for a burger, this place is going to be on that video. Man, that was a fantastic burger. Burger, fries, and a drink, $19. In the year of 2026, that's not bad. I paid $10 the other day for a Whopper combo meal, so much rather have Knife Burger. Easily one of the best burgers in Dallas-Fort Worth, and it's a great steakhouse as well. I've always enjoyed my meals there, but everybody seems to think that they're staying. They think the district is going to stay with their redevelopment plans, but we should know more by mid-May. And honestly, the district should stay. It's the most lively spot in the entire complex. We have people over at Whistle Britches, kids playing out there. It's a beautiful spot, man. I've always enjoyed my meals here, and I hate to see it all go away. Now, if we can get this where I could get Knife and then walk over to a Stars game, that would be killer. And the bartender says he thinks that's what's going to happen, but he didn't know for sure. So we'll have to find out later on. But I thank you for watching to the very end. I really do appreciate you. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, just kind of wait and see what the future holds for Willow Bend Mall. But let me know in the comments below your favorite Willow Bend memory. Until the next video, you have a great week. Bye.